This is your captain speaking. We have reached a cruising altitude of 24,000 feet and will soon be leaving German airspace. I've turned off the seatbelt and no smoking signs. Feel free to move about the cabin. We'll be arriving in London at approximately 6:15 p.m. local time. The temperature is currently 25 degrees centigrade with clear skies. I think we can expect a lovely, relaxing flight.
Hi everyone, this is Thief, and this is N.O.L.F Forever. So in the last few videos, we infiltrated East German research facility and got Dr. Shenker out of there. So now here we are at de Havilland Comet, which is among the first commercial jetliners in the 60s. So here we are having a conversation with the doctor. And of course, according to the briefing, rule number 1, don't be direct when you're asking questions.
What about your wife? Will she be joining you in England?
Sie ist tot. For 2 Jahre. Pardon me, I must get used to speaking English. My wife died 2 years ago.
My condolences, Doctor. I wasn't aware. There's no mention of her demise in our files.
It was not made public. There was an accident at the laboratory during an experiment. She was killed. You are familiar with my line of research?
No, but it must be fascinating.
Quite so. I was the head of the Biological Explosives Research Team.
Biological explosives? Sounds rather outlandish, frankly.
Perhaps, but also very real and very dangerous. Imagine an undetectable chemical reagent which can be injected into a living host. The reagent causes a reaction in the organism that culminates in a massive explosion that feeds on organic material. In other words, the effective range of the weapon is dictated by the amount of catalyst in the reagent and the population density at ground zero. In a city, the death toll could be tens of thousands. The speed of the reaction can be controlled with great accuracy by the chemical composition of the reagent.
Human time bombs.
Quite so.
So yes, rule number 2 in the briefing, don't say anything skeptical, because the first sentence is skeptical, and Dr. Shenker doesn't like skeptics.
How is such a thing possible?
I spent many years trying to answer that very question. Perhaps you'd care to read an article I've been preparing on the subject. It's rather fundamental, but it will give you a foundation for understanding the larger issues.
I'm deeply honored.
Don't mention it. I feel it is my duty to reward open-mindedness and imagination whenever the opportunity arises. You would make a fine pupil. By the way, I never thanked you. I'm sorry I doubted your competence.
Apology accepted.
This is not good. There's another de Havilland Comet coming this way.
We are in position.
You know what to do, Sonny.
Yes, sir. Initiating docking procedure and jamming our communications.
Get up, laddies. We're going aboard.
Was ist los?
I'm not sure. Stay here while I investigate. Keep this door locked.
Yeah, looks like we got a problem here.
Forget about it, eh? Hey, Pally, forget about it, eh?
Yeah. Looks like there's a boarding party led by that Scotsman. Okay. Looks like this is going to be all-out combat. No stealth required here.
I know you're there, come on.
Yeah, rule of thumb in combat, try not to get ambushed from both sides. I mean, if you're getting ambushed from the left and to the right, you're in deep crap. Just find a place where you could fire in one direction. And of course, these guys are like lining up, like going to be killed. Unity itinerary: Flight U7, Berlin to London, depart 700 hours. London to headquarters, depart 900 hours. Arrive 1100 hours GMT. Alright. So, yeah. I better just F6 after every combat situation. Waiting. Footsie. Okay, that bastard's dealt with. Let's move on. You just came out of the bathroom? I suppose you were done doing number 2, but... well, that was probably your last move. Hey, look at this. Dear Julie, at last, HQ is transferring me to Cairo. See you next week. Love, Harold. I kind of wonder if Harold is actually that that guy that was mentioned in Morocco mission. It's like, damn, I'm looking good. I wonder if he was going to flush that letter down the toilet. Although that would be a problem. Alright, F6. We don't know what's going on here in the next part. Whoa. Okay. Cabin depressurization is not a good thing here. And we're like, what, 24,000 feet in the air? And look at that. Yeah, because, you know, those handles on the floor kind of make it obvious. It's a good thing this plane had circular windows as opposed to square ones. Yeah, that caused a lot of problems for previous previous models of the de Havilland. Look at this landing gear. Huh. Get a load of this.
This food is terrible. Come on out. The potato salad is bad. It's not potato salad. It's cottage cheese.
Look, really, we're going to catch you. It's only a matter of moments now.
Yeah, this guy has a problem with cottage cheese. Alright, F6. Yeah, it looks like this is one of the... looks like one of the things you can fire through. It looks like they're curtains, but they look like solid objects. Yeah, because, like, I saw bullet holes in there. Are those handprints? Blood-stained handprints? Okay, so, ooh, there's bulletproof vest. And look at there. The stairway.
Try it.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Anything in here? I guess not. I didn't know this de Havilland Comet had an upper deck. I mean, I'm pretty sure a 747 would have that, but not de Havilland Comet. And, uh-oh. This is not good.
So much for a lovely, relaxing flight.
Oh.
Sleep tight, lassie.
You're not going to kill her? What if she wakes up?
Now look here, you. I'm not going to butcher a fellow countryman without a specific grudge. If she wakes up, she can fend for herself. If she dies, then she ain't really a Scot, so I won't feel bad. Now, go get that doctor fella and do a final sweep. Take anything that looks important. Papers, files, whiskey, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Something's not right. All right, let's go.
But some of our men are still aboard.
Listen to you crying like a wee girl. They'll have to make do, won't they?
Oh, there goes that de Havilland Comet. It's like smaller than the one I'm in right now. Oh boy. Okay, I don't have time. I'll pick up the intel items, but I don't... Okay. 20 fuel barrels.
Those bastards left us here!
I wouldn't be surprised. This is like an evil organization can really do that to you.
Look at...
Okay. Okay, whatever intel item that was, I don't know. I don't have time.
Taking more parachutes. There goes one. Where is he? Back by the cargo hold.
Combat's just grand.
Oh boy.
Well, that's unexpected. Make sure she doesn't land on her feet.
Okay. Got a problem here. Just got sucked out of the plane. I'm on freefall. Kind of like Felix Baumgartner. Well, except he flew up even higher in the stratosphere. That is. Come on, damn it. Oh. Where are you? Hey, night. Bird, 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 bird. Damn it. Okay, there's that guy there, down there. He is the only one with the parachutes. Good bear F6 right here, right now. I don't want to, like... Stand still, damn it.
Excuse me, do you mind if I borrow that?
Hey, you. Let me take your... Come on. Let me take your parachute.
Please be full of hay! Please be full of hay!
Well, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, right? And all the king's horses and men came to him and they found him dead. Totally dismembered beyond recognition. And look, there's a seat there.
She's a credit to her people.
Well, that's unexpected. I found 6 of 8 intel items. Were there ones I couldn't find earlier? Some of those intel items I didn't have time to read, but if you manage to catch it on the YouTube video and pause for one, perhaps you'll see what it is. Ammunition bonus.
Congratulations! You have failed again. Although the circumstances were certainly extraordinary in this case, don't expect much sympathy from command. Unity cannot afford failures, however justifiable.
Wow. Well, here we go.
I'm impressed, Agent Archer. I expected that promoting you to field operations would be disastrous, but I never imagined a catastrophe of these proportions. You've now managed to botch 2 high-profile, high-stakes missions. Care to explain?
Okay. Alright, just the first one because it's polite.
I did my best under the circumstances.
Well, now that we've seen you at your best, I'm not sure we can afford to see you on an off day.
Now, Mr. Smith, we've had a few setbacks.
A few setbacks?
Agent Archer, I must confess that I'm troubled by the results we've seen from you thus far. But I also realize that you've been thrust into some formidable situations.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me yet. It's quite probable that things will get worse before they get better.
I don't see how that's possible.
Did you get a look at your assailant?
Aye, that I did.
Did you recognize him?
Sergeant Magnus Armstrong, born in Glasgow, Scotland, 1925. Frequently in trouble as a lad due to a penchant for fighting. By all accounts, he was a good-natured, likeable young man. Never bullied anybody, only picked fights with boys that were game for a brawl. Got kicked out of several schools before his parents finally stuck him in a military academy. During the war, he served as a sapper in France and Germany, everything from mine removal to demolitions and sabotage. Earned himself quite a reputation for his reckless antics. The most popular legend had to do with a bridge he allegedly crippled with nothing but a shovel and a hand grenade. A German supply train did the rest. When it reached the weakened section of the bridge, the whole structure came crashing down.
It's a shame this chap ended up on the wrong side of the law.
To the best of our knowledge, he's never been involved in anything this big before. Most of his arrests since returning from the war have been related to public brawling.
Any theories on why he didn't simply shoot you when he had the chance?
I'll be sure to ask him when I bring him in.
That's assuming you get the opportunity.
She just might. We may have a lead. This morning, West German custom officials in Hamburg discovered several suspicious-looking chemical containers aboard a Finnish cargo freighter. Fortunately, these chaps decided to inform us rather than seizing the contraband outright, which gives us a chance to conduct a covert investigation.
You believe this is the link to Dr. Shenker?
It could well be. If so, given the specific chemicals found aboard the freighter, it's a fairly safe bet the kidnappers are not only aware of Dr. Shenker's research, but also determined to capitalize upon it.
If our theories are correct, the kidnappers are in Hamburg or will be arriving shortly. A good spy could find them. Fortunately, we're sending a good spy on this mission. You'll be working with him.
A new partner?
More like a supervisor.
An American named Thomas Goodman. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Aye, but I thought he was killed in Amsterdam.
Nearly. He's a resourceful chap, though. Made a daring escape on a stolen bicycle with half the Dutch police force in hot pursuit and KGB agents waiting in ambush around every corner. Smashing story. I'm sure he'll recount it if you ask him. At any rate, you're to rendezvous with him in Germany and see what the two of you can dig up. You'll take your orders directly from him during this mission.
Thank God.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
Agent Archer?
Yes, sir?
What was it like falling out of that plane?
I promise to tell you about it sometime.
I tell you she's a liability.
Perhaps, but I'm not convinced yet.
What will it take to convince you? How many more catastrophes must we suffer through? Because keeping her on the active list will lead to further disasters. Of that, I'm certain.
Yes, I can see that you are.
Our purpose is to preserve freedom, to protect innocent lives, to combat evil wherever it manifests. We can't afford to tolerate anything that stands in the way of that goal. The girl may be spirited, but she's virtually incompetent.
I admire your sense of duty, but I question your judgment. I can't say that at my prime I would have performed any better than she under the circumstances.
You're assuming her reports are entirely genuine. Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised to learn that she'd coloured the facts. The bloody things read like adventure novels.
So now you're indicting her credibility?
Does that seem unreasonable? The girl was a thief, for goodness sakes. A little skepticism seems prudent.
I'll take it under advisement.
Look, it's not too late to pull her off the assignment. I've read the American's file. He's perfectly capable of handling an operation like this on his own.
Probably so, but I have the strangest feeling a woman's touch is exactly what we need on this one.
I can't argue with you when you're like this.
No, you can't.
I hope you realize you're letting yourself be ruled by intuition. Reason tends to make a far more reliable counselor.
You might ruminate on that adage yourself.
Yeah, that Mr. Smith guy is a jerk. Yeah, looks like so. That Scotsman we encountered, who his name is now known as Magnus Armstrong, is he's like, he seemed to have spared Kate Archer there. It seems like because I think I hear that it's like she's a Scot. That's why, from what I've heard from Armstrong.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
Okay, what's new here?
Here's a perfume that'll really knock 'em out. Literally. It sprays a cloud of vapor that contains a potent sedative capable of knocking out a horse, let alone an adult human. Just be careful not to wander into the cloud yourself, or who knows where, or even if, you'll wake up. Why don't you try it out on Leon here? He's been up for 32 hours straight working on a new prototype. The rest might do him some good.
Uh-huh. What's this? Briefcase rocket launcher. Whoa. Okay, practically backfired right there. Huh. That's very interesting. Hey, you could use some sleep, you know? Wow. Yeah. Another thing is, try not to fall victim to your own, own cloud of sleeping gas.
Excellent.
So, looks like we're going to the next mission, huh?
Proceed to Hamburg, West Germany, and rendezvous with Thomas Goodman, an operative from Unity's American branch. Goodman may have information concerning Dr. Shenker's whereabouts. The rendezvous will take place at Das Einsame Valkyrie, a popular beatnik nightclub in Hamburg. You will recognize Agent Goodman by his rugged good looks and the unlit cigarette he is holding in his left hand. Offer him a light. He will answer with, "Sorry, but I don't smoke." Once you have made contact, you will be under Agent Goodman's command. Follow his orders implicitly.
Well then. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to be cutting off this video. So, next time on No One Lives Forever, we go to that club and meet up with Tom Goodman. So see you then.